Imagine working at one of the most prestigious companies in the world, only to find that those at the top are getting away with serious misconduct. On November the 1st, 2018, 20,000 Google employees took a bold stand against injustice, sparking a global movement. Why did they risk their careers to walk out? And what kind of mayhem did it cause in one of the world's biggest corporations?
Google executives accused of sexual misconduct were given big severance packages.
Well, in this video, I'm going to share the shocking truth behind this protest and how it impacted the way Google now support their employees. So what could drive 20,000 employees to leave their desks and risk losing their jobs? Well, it all started with a bombshell report that revealed a dark side to Google's gleaming image. A high-ranking executive accused of sexual misconduct walked away with a $90 million exit package. But there was a deeper problem. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a troubling pattern of silence and payouts. And this caused uproar among employees. They felt betrayed by a company that prided itself on its progressive values. Whispered conversations in break rooms turned into heated discussions in conference rooms. The frustration from employees was spreading like wildfire across Google's global offices. As more stories emerged, it became clear that this wasn't just about one executive or one incident. It was about a culture that seemed to protect the powerful while silencing the vulnerable. The final straw came when employees discovered that Google had forced those affected into arbitration, a process that kept the details out of the public view and favored the company. Determined to make their voices heard, a small group of employees started planning their protest. They organized in secret, using encrypted messages and off-site meetings to avoid detection. And the movement grew rapidly, with thousands of employees across the globe pledging to join the walkout. On the morning of November the 1st, 2018, Google offices were eerily quiet. Employees gathered outside, holding up signs saying, "Time's up, tech," and "Don't be evil." Employees shared their stories, calling for an end to forced arbitration, a commitment to pay equity, and greater transparency in handling harassment cases. This walkout wasn't just a protest, it was a call to action, a demand for change. The courage of these employees resonated far beyond Google, sparking conversations about workplace culture and accountability across the tech industry and beyond. So what happened next? How did Google respond to this unprecedented challenge from within? What lessons can we learn from this bold stand for justice? And what changes were implemented, and were they enough to address this deep-seated issue? Now, before we come on to that, if you found this video interesting so far, press the like button to support small channels like this. Now, after the walkout, Google's leadership knew they had to address this situation head on. In a company-wide email, CEO Sundar Pichai acknowledged the employees' concerns and promised immediate action. The first significant change was an end to forced arbitration in sexual assault and harassment cases. The policy shift allowed employees to pursue their claims in court, promoting greater transparency and accountability. Google also committed to overhauling its reporting process. They introduced a comprehensive centralized reporting system for logging and tracking complaints. This helped to ensure that every report received appropriate attention. Additionally, they provided more support for employees who reported harassment, including extended counseling services and clear guidelines on the investigation process. And to address the broader cultural issues, Google implemented mandatory sexual harassment training for all employees, with a special focus on management and executives. This training aimed to create a more respectful and inclusive workplace, making it clear that harassment and discrimination would not be tolerated. Google also pledged to regularly publish transparency reports detailing the number and outcomes of harassment investigations. This move was designed to hold the company accountable and reassure employees that their concerns were being taken seriously. However, many employees felt that these changes were just the beginning. They continued to push for broader reforms, including a seat for an employee representative on the board of directors and greater power for the chief diversity officer. They also advocated for improved conditions and benefits for contract workers who often faced more significant challenges and disparities. Despite the initial positive steps, tension still remained high as employees demanded more comprehensive and lasting solutions. The walkout had ignited a broader movement within the company, encouraging employees to speak out and advocate for better change. But this situation was just a blip in the road for Google, because what if I told you that Google has now become a pioneer in creating one of the most supportive and innovative working environments. And what they now do to support their people goes above and beyond, which has led to some tremendous results. Here's some of the things Google do to support the health and well-being of their employees. One of the most talked about perks at Google is access to free, high-quality meals and snacks throughout their working day. Google's cafeterias are famous for offering a variety of healthy and nutritious meals, catering to all dietary requirements. This not only saves employees time and money, but also encourages a culture of collaboration and community as colleagues gather to share meals together. And beyond food, Google provides extensive health and wellness programs. Employees have access to on-site fitness centers, massage therapy, and wellness workshops, helping employees to maintain a healthy work-life balance. And if your workplace wants free resources to help support the health and well-being of its employees, join the free mailing list. The link's in the description box. Now, Google also support parents in a way that not many other companies do. In America, Google offer 18 weeks of paid leave for birth mothers and 12 weeks of paid leave for other parents. Most other companies in America do not offer any paid leave. They also appear to offer above the norm maternity and paternity leave in other countries too. Google also prioritize education and career development and provide numerous opportunities for learning and growth, from in-house training programs to tuition reimbursements for external courses. The investment in employee development helps to attract top talent and creates a culture of continuous improvement and innovation. But perhaps one of the most significant aspects of Google's employee support is its emphasis on psychological safety and inclusivity. Through initiatives like Project Aristotle, Google identified that the most effective teams are those where employees feel safe to take risks and express themselves without fear of judgment. This insight has driven efforts to create a more inclusive and supportive workplace culture. These initiatives illustrate why, despite Google's challenges, many employees continue to view Google as a leader in employee support and satisfaction. And to see the extremely beneficial methods this company are using to empower their people, you need to watch this video right here.